Hey, this is Leslie with Denwerks Vintage Cars from Salem, Oregon, and we have this really neat 1995 Chevy Corvette coupe. And this is a neat car. First of all, it's no reserve, so there will be a new owner at the end of the auction. We're selling it for some people, and their dad owned this car and he passed away, and so they got the car and they're moving, and so they needed to move on to some other adventures, so they wanted to sell it, so they asked us to help them, and we were happy to. It's got just 96,850 miles or so on it. It has the 5.7 motor. Of course, it's an automatic. It has AM, FM, CD. It's red. The paint is in fairly good condition. It does have, you'll see, we're going to do a walk around. So I'll show you just kind of up close so you can see a different view of it. It does have some paint chips, which isn't unusual for a car of this age, but wanted to point that out. Sometimes they're hard to see in photos, so I wanted you to be able to see those. So it's got some typical paint chips on it. Running wise, great car. It you can hear when you open and close the headlights, they go up and down, and I'll show that in the video as well. The operation, they go up and down fine. After you operate them, you can hear them for about the motors for about 5 seconds or so. Here's a couple more paint chips. The tires are date code 2004, so you can see a little bit of wear on the edges of the tires, but just, you know, they are aged, so just due to age, you might want to think about getting a new set of tires on it as well. And then you'll notice on the wheels, there's a little bit of clear coat that's come off. They look pretty good overall to my eyes, but you definitely notice that that's come off a little bit. Good driver quality car. I've been having fun driving it around today. And like I said, we're located in Salem, Oregon. We are dealers. You can see a little bit of curb rash here. Pretty minor though. And then just kind of similar condition on all the wheels as we go around, you'll notice. So we're dealers. We've been around for a long time, about 21 years or so, selling vintage cars online. And we are enthusiasts as well as dealers. There's your dual exhaust. Hopefully that wind isn't too much in the background, by the way. So because we're dealers, this is going to be sold as is and where is in Salem, Oregon. We can definitely help with shipping. We have shippers that we work with. Here's a little paint imperfection here. So if you need help with shipping, we can definitely arrange that. You'll see in the photos underneath here where this seal has shrunk on this side. The other side looks okay, but that side looks like it. Here's a little bit more curb rash there. If you have any questions during the auction, let us know, or if there's something that I don't photo. It's a lot. There's a paint touch up. It's a lot to describe on a car. And if I gloss over something or there's something else you want to see in more detail, let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And Jason and I love to do that. So just let us know. So let's take a look at the interior. I'll start on the driver's side. The seats are in pretty good shape. You can see a little bit of cracking here. And then on this bolster here, as you get in on the driver's seat, just shows its age a little bit. Overall in really good shape. It does have the Corvette floor mats in it, which is nice. And then of course this is your cup holder in here. And then in here, this is your tool for the top, and then another center console for you, and then also your rear release button. Door panels look in good shape. The lights work. I noticed on the what do you call it? Sun visors. Sorry, I had a little moment there. On the sun visors, this is very common in these years, but this piece is intended to stay firm when you put them down with the top down, and they're loose on both sides, but you can get new ones. And I don't have the key in right now, so these won't turn on, but one of the bulbs is burnt out on the passenger side on the why can't I think of it? I just said it. Anyway, must be my old age showing today. And then I'll go ahead and show you the back of the seat. I had a leaf blow in because it's fall. The backs of the seats look great. Corvettes are awesome because you just, oh, I forgot to show you inside the gas door too. There's your gas door. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Here's their passenger side. Again, the Corvette floor mats. I showed pictures of them without the floor mats in as well. And the carpet's in pretty good shape. A little bit worn underneath, but that's being picky, really. It's not too bad. And then on this side, same thing. The seats are in relatively good shape, but you can see a little bit of wear and cracking from age. And then behind this seat, and I'll show you under the hood too. And then I am going to pop this rear hatch so we can take a look. So the top, the tool for the top is in the center console there, and then it rests in the back. And I do have pictures of the back hatch without the top in it. So this is how it rides if you're out on a trip or if you want to take it off. Oh, and then I can kind of show you. So this side, and then over here, you can see that this seal has shrunk on this side. Then here's your gasket. You know, these gaskets are a little bit aged as well, which is not surprising just due to the age of the car. So that is something that you might think about replacing as well. And then I'm going to pause this for just a second and then open the hood so that we can look under the hood together. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the exterior of the car that I wanted to show you. That, I mean, the paint really looks in pretty, oh, I know what I was going to say. So on the car, it could use a buff. It does have some water spots on it. And like I mentioned, the folks that we're selling it for really needed to get it sold so they can move and do some other things. So a light buff would do wonders for this car. But you can see even without that, it's not too bad. But just a suggestion for the future owner. So let me pause this and then we'll open it and look under the hood. Okay, here we go. I didn't want to do that one-handed. So under the hood, everything looks generally in order. Missing the covers on both of the lights, but both of the lights do work. So that's a very minor thing. And I showed detailed pictures in the auction as well. Runs and drives great. There's your 5.7. And you'll see pictures underneath as well. There's your battery, of course. Hood latch. These are just really a fun and affordable sports car to have. Corvettes, of course, are iconic, and they're good for all different kinds of uses, and this is a good daily. You can see here, this hose, it was replaced with a section of red hose. So if that, you know, I don't know when that happened or what the situation was there, but if it bugs you, that's an easy fix. And then you can go back to a black hose if you so choose. Your wipers. It's a beautiful fall day in Oregon, so it's kind of the perfect weather for driving around top down. Just one more look on this side. Give you kind of the bird's eye view. So thanks for checking this out, and again, let us know if you have any questions or anything that you want to see more of, or send an inspector. You can come and see it also in person yourself. We're open regular business hours Mondays through Thursdays, and we would love to have you over and you can take it for a test drive and see what you think. And thanks for checking it out and taking the time to watch the video. We really appreciate it. Okay, I just wanted to shoot a quick video underneath the Corvette and show you a few things. There's a full photo gallery, but just wanted to point a couple things out. So spare tire holder, there is a spare in there. A lot of times that's missing and it's not. You can see underneath, everything looks good, looks as expected. I mentioned in the write-up that there's an oil leak up here. So I wanted to show that to you so you can see. Hold on, I went a little too fast. So floors look good. Rockers look good. I'll show you on this side. And then you can see up here the oil leak, and then you can see the drips coming off here. We think it's off the front of the oil pan. You can see it right here. And then let me just show you on the ground. Here's my foot for reference. So that's the size of drips that it's leaving on the ground. Just wanted you to have a sense of what that looks like. And then continuing on to the front, you can see hasn't been hit, hasn't been wrecked, nothing like that. Everything looks pretty good under here. So let me just shoot back the other way. Here's underneath the front bumper. But just thought that might be helpful. For you to get a sense of it in a video along with the pictures and the write-up. So thanks for checking out the underneath with me. Yeah.